mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots, and things of that nature always ranked above that." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And tonight, 2 experienced teams, Chris. We're going to see what's something you learned as a veteran that you wish you had known as you were just entering the NBA.
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's pacing. How to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, that's not much. But you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things is not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
Yeah, I like that. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Howard. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Kuzma. With the ball for Los Angeles. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Milwaukee. Lakers working the ball around now. On the wing, James. Corner shot. And again, no good by the Lakers. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Goes up at the stripe. A rebound by the Lakers. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Now, here's Lopez. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Lopez. Kicks it to Middleton. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Indiana. Kuzma kicks to James. Lets it go with a three. That shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road.
Group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Antetokounmpo comes in for Marvin Williams. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Pat Connaughton.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell Pope out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Howard. And it's Caruso in at the 2. Step back shot. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. 6 on the shot clock from 13. Count that one. He has 6. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
And the Lakers have possession. Following the basket by George Hill.
Textbook. Oh, wow. In your face.
Save that one. Boys, I'm going to want to see that a few times.
Oh, me too, right? Jaws on the ground all over this building.
What fearlessness. That's got to energize his teammates.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our home. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Lopez. No points in the game yet for him. Launches a 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
And here is Los Angeles now. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot from the low block. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Howard can't hit. Ball stolen. For 3. The rebound by Middleton. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injury.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
And the Lakers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lakers. With 1 on the clock, that shot is over. And so we conclude the first half. The Bucks on top.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime. with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Brook Lopez. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. When you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you have? And you were special. But so you've got to have a very special category for this one.
Well, thanks, Ken. That's flattering. I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop, that as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Waiters outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Lakers number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And he sinks the second.
R6 pingnya autis kayak Grota.
Internet gue lagi kenceng banget.
Dia gue pengen ngetes gue nih di Dota saya atau enggak.
Gue udah download nih R6.
Iya masalahnya R6 gue lagi kentang tadi.
Ini gue internet gue lagi lancar banget. Gue download di MBPS.
Lu berapa MB sih lu?
10.
Bisa sampai 2 lu downloadnya.
Makanya.
Gue gak pernah ada sampai tiba-tiba jadi 2 deh.
Tiba-tiba agak paham tuh.
Lu pingnya ih gak bener dah pingnya. Gue ngeri gara-gara gue geser-geser set gue jadi gak nyampe deh wifi orang. Lu bener-bener pakai kabel dah.
For a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard part.
Udah
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign.
Masa gue ngetek nyaut juga ya udah gue emosi sih.
Dapat apa?
Belum lagi finding.
Wah, dodanya malam.
Miscommunication on
Gue juga kalau nggak apa-apa.
recognizes it and
Gue juga gak mau sebetulnya ini. Cuma karena gue bosen aja. Karena gue bosen makanya gue main.
Kita lagi, gak tau lagi. Ntar dulu. Game-nya lama soalnya.
The Lakers also with a sub.
Di itu saya sama
Here's
Dota
Hill
tuh.
for 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4
Apa?
rebounds.
Tidak. Clockwork.
One fall. It's his
Naga
8th and
Siren.
15 shot
Naga lah.
Necro.
Naga lah. Naga hero tau gue.
Suara lu aja apa-apa sih gue.
stolen by Waiters.
Aku pengen Necro gue.
1:43 left to play in
Padahal yang
the
kau tahu
third.
Nag ya.
That one falls. 22 points for him.
Kalau yang pakai gue.
well, they're getting stops and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Now that's how
Naga
you mount
gampang
a
banget
comeback.
deh.
They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that
Cakep
time either.
juga.
And even without that
Necro.
three ball dropping for him, the defense should have
Martal.
done more on that last play.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from
Harganya
getting
tidak
any
dapat.
bigger.
Milwaukee leading by
Ya
5.
Allah.
Hill passes to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt GA.
Hey guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Hill dishes to Antetokounmpo. Lets it go. That shot misses. And the Lakers take it the other way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Kuzma. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wah, emang lagi parah Hendra gue rata.
Malu pakai drakor kali.
That's good from McGee.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's LeBron James.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Patah-patah
Free
dong.
throw, no good.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Correct. This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Lays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's the 3, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead. Time running out for the Lakers. And Howard has it in the corner. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, don't like this demonstrate leadership.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Bucket is good. 33 points for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both good from the line that time.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession unit.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Lopez outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Ring shot on the way. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Howard trying to free himself up. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Rebound, Milwaukee. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good on the triple.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Giannis against Kuzma. Now, Antetokounmpo. And so the Bucks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness
on the glass tonight, Jay.
I appreciate that, Ted.
So how's it feel to lead the team in rebounding for the first time?
I'm always looking to take on a bigger role.
Nice work on the boards tonight, Che.
I don't know, man. That's...
Hey, Che.
What's up, Vinny? I mean, I work hard on my game, so it's nice to see some results, but at the end...
This week on NBA 2K TV, get ready to vote. We have the Shoe Creator Challenge final. Jay.
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. And with pregame routine. Well, a lot riding on it. Thanks, David. And a look at the injury situation. 2 players injured. One of their stars is out. Something they're going to have to overcome tonight.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Howard. Then there's Dion Waiters. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Long season, Brent, halfway through. Some teams try to create camaraderie, team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
You're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, "You should read this," and I said, "Read it. I lived it." Are you kidding me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about. Hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
Passes to Kuzma. James outside. Over Porter. James misses. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Last time they met was in Denver.
In the last meeting of these 2 teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
Harris finds Millsap. Clock at 6.
Great to see Kuzma working so hard defensively, showing how effective he can be.
Got that one up quick. He has 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
surveying the D. Feeds it to Porter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
That bucket in no time at all. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Now the Lakers on the break. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Dion Waiters. Barton's checked in for the Nuggets. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Outside, Porter. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. LeBron against Barton. Just 5 to shoot. Millsap misses.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pass to Morris. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. The Nuggets trail by 3. Barton surveying the floor. Jokic draws the double. Barton outside to the wing right side. Here's Millsap. That one off the back iron and out.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Barton, no luck. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Can't hit from in close.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Barton outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's the explosive speed once again from Barton. Blew past the D on the drive to the rim.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up the controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain...
Always experimenting. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Porter subbed in for Barton. Free throw, good. Waiters. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization to help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most, and that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Don't make it a distraction. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by James. Morris, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Man, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
The Nuggets trail by 9. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Porter in the corner. Off target with his 3. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Los Angeles, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line. Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Nuggets trail by 11. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Howard. That's the Laker 5. Now, Jokic. Murray outside. Over LeBron. No good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way.
So many finishers on this Denver Nugget team and a great second unit that comes in and changes the pace. It's the passing that really helps that Denver Nugget offense get into a flow and make them very difficult to guard. Not a surprise they were second in assists last year.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line. And Brent, when you take a look at the Nuggets, it's almost as if every bucket comes from that extra pass.
Yeah, the team was in the middle of the road last year in terms of their made threes, but second in threes that were assisted on. So ball movement imperative to the success of their offense. And of course, we know it kind of starts there with that point center in Jokic.
The Nuggets trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Markieff Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. And Denver with a change here too. Martin is checked in. There's the 3. And stolen by Murray. And here's the break. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver no good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
This one for 3. It's good from long range. 30 points in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Murray with the bounce pass. Jokic passes to Murray. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's good. You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots, just aren't found in that center position.
Now, here is Morris. He's covered closely. Outside, Porter. Back to Vonleh. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Buries the long-range jumper. Los Angeles leading by 6. Left side, Bradley. Good defense by Jokic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Raising a shot. No hesitation.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Monte Morris is out there with Murray, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. To the middle, here's Morris, and he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
The Nuggets trail by 8. On the wing, Morris fires the 3, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And the first one drops. Harris is checked in for Monte Morris. So he gets them both. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
He's not quite there, but he's very close to a spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's Jokic missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time.
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
What is it you say, Kev? Up high and down hard.
Exactly, G.A. You've got to say it emphatically. He was soaring up high, down hard.
That's what the fans, they want to see it.
Takes a shot at the elbow. The shot, no good.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Harris. Jokic trying to free himself up. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Harris. Lets it go from deep. LeBron passes to Howard. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Martin is checked in. Outside Millsap. Often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, a favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. LeBron James on the wing. to Kuzma. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA.
Here's Barton. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here.
Hey, Jet here, man. I thought you...
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq.
What's your name? What's your name? You're a star, Brooklyn.
Hey, man.
See how it is.
Good game.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Man, thanks, bro. Man, thanks, big dog. Appreciate you, man. So what y'all do something next week? Yeah, you're gonna be all right.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV. We're so excited because this week we are announcing the finalists for the first ever NBA 2K Shoe Creator Challenge.
This has been so much fun and we've received so many amazing entries. We wish we could showcase them all. However,
this is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas. Now it's ended out.
Well, we all saw the
winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for George.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the Clippers starting 5. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Howard. Foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steve, when it comes to memorable regular season games, Christmas Day matches up as the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it is. And when you play on Christmas Day, it's special because you're one of several teams that get a chance to play, and the rest of the entire league and the country and the world is watching you. All eyes are on the NBA on Christmas Day. It is very, very special.
And it's Beverley missing. Davis at the elbow. Right wing. Howard trying to free himself up. Misses the three. George looking around. Now the pass to Harold. The shot's good. And the assist by George.
What a great shot. This is why Harold shoots over 60% for his career.
Raiders on the wing. Pass to James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Passes it to Waiters. 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
The Clippers last year, they scored well. Lacked a true superstar, but they were aggressive. Case in point, #1 in the league in free throw attempts.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
We also got to mention what he did on the defensive end. Racked up a number of steals, too.
And Smitty getting to the line most often for the Clippers last season. Lou Williams and Gallinari.
That combination was fascinating to watch. When you have guys who can score on all 3 levels and know how to draw fouls, that puts tremendous pressure on the defense.
Now here's Howard. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Connects from 3-point range.
Anthony Davis didn't take a lot of threes when he first came into the league, but now you absolutely have to respect him.
Here's Beverly. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Dishes to Morris. Outside Leonard. And that one, good.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And the Lakers get it back. Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Morris after the basket by the Lakers. Back to George. The three. The Lakers with the rebound. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
And he's a great scorer. But Anthony Davis's defensive impact, Smitty, perhaps even greater. Do you think he has a chance to ever win Defensive Player of the Year?
Without a question, Kevin. On a team with more weapons, he can focus on the defensive end more. We saw that with Kevin Garnett.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harold down low. Working on Howard. Beverly wide open. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Lakers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. From the arc. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Leonard on the wing. And the Clippers miss again.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
How about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. So Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green, James Johnson. Yeah. Those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
Doubled by Howard. The pass to Beverly. A 3-ball. And James pulls it down. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles. That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Yes, that goes in.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Clippers trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
The Clippers shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Here's Beverly. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's sent back by George. Raiders against Beverly. George with no one around. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 10 points in the game.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
Deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Thanks a lot, Dwight. What do you...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. Lakers leading by 5. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Howard. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis for a time. Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Right at Beverly's wheelhouse, finding space, quick release off the catch, money.
And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 21.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Morris. Harrell trying to free himself up. Morris, no good.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
George with the ball. And it's Waiters picking him up. Three-pointer. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Beverly.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. It's tipped. Here's Davis. Bangs home the trifecta. Davis has got 8 points.
Even though Davis can create for himself, you love to see him get set up in rhythm.
passes it to Harrell. And the Clippers call time here. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would.
Clippers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Now George, 10 points for him. To the left side wing. Beverly for three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. George, that's a two-pointer. Cans the shot from the wing. George has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He just fed.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Clippers lead by 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Shannon and George at the 2 and the 3. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Marcus Morris, and it's Beverly in at the point. To the left wing, Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Knocked away. Pass to Shamet. To the inside. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. It's good. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Beverly, the pass to Harrell. He kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morris. The shot that time, not on target. Davis with some nice D.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Waiters gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
He's got to get to the line a little bit more here in the second half. Let's see if he can get that edge back that he had in the first.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the Lakers. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And the Clippers call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Shot clock at 5, and again, no good by the Clippers. The pass to Waiters. The dish to LeBron. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 8.
You could say, LeBron, that's too easy. But great players create these opportunities every single night.
to end the run, and it's sent back by Howard. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Howard. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rondo. And so the Lakers take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, it's just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.